Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we are making the August setup in my bullet journal and I'm really excited for this one because I was waiting for an opportunity to do it. And thanks to Ieebee, here it is. We are actually going to start from the last spread of today's setup to the cover spread, and before we do that I'm going to show you the inspiration for today's theme. As usual, the package comes with this little booklet that shows you the different ways that you can use the washi tapes, and it has a lot of ideas for you to use. This is the Desert Oath washi tape set from Ieebee. It's part of the new releases, and they also have these two other sets if you want another vibe. Let's open this little box, and you have this paper on top that shows you the pattern of each tape in a miniature version. So if you don't want to swatch them on a separate piece of paper, you can see how they look right here. And right off the bat you can see how vibrant the colors are. I really love Ieebee because of that, and if you have been watching me for the last months, you know that I use their washi tapes all the time, and even though this one is more niche because of the theme, I think some of them can be used in other ways or other themes. I actually swatched them in my little swatch notebook. This is where I have all my tapes so that I know where I got them from when I want to buy them again, and I think my favorite might be the bronze and the desert landscape. They kindly also sent me these cute little fridge magnets, and they are sending these to orders over $50. You can also check out their post on Instagram, I'll link it down below if you are interested in getting one for yourself. And if you purchase the new tapes, you can use the code NEWTAPE, or you can use my code Juliana20 to get 20% off your order. And as usual, every discount code is going to be in the description box together with the affiliate links. It helps you and me. So now let's start this setup. And first we are going to do waterfall tabs. I think the last time I did this was in July 2024, and I didn't do them like this. So basically these waterfall tabs are made by cutting a little bit more of each page as you go backwards. So for this you have to do some math, and I'm terrible at it as you're going to see later. But I had to see how many spreads I was going to use so that I could plan where I was going to cut each page. I cut a difference of 2 dots on each page, so basically I started with a whole page. The next one is going to be 2 dots narrow, and so on and so forth. I put a different washi tape in every page because I thought it would look really good, and I think it looks amazing with the different patterns. And then I just rounded the corners with my corner rounder. I was going to cut the pages right where the washi tape would end, but if I did that I wouldn't have enough page space to actually do my setup, so I cut only the 2 dots and you still see the washi tape peeking through. I don't think I explained it well, but bear with me. And here it is in all of its glory. I truly love how it turned out. I don't usually gravitate towards orange, but I have to say that this burnt orange and muted yellow color palette looks so good together. Maybe it's a sign to do more orange themes in the future. So now let's focus on the cover spread, and this one is going to be mainly on the left page, and surprise surprise, I'm doing collages. Again, I know. You know I love my stationery and this time it's no different. If I feel like drawing in the future, I'll do a theme with my drawings, but for now I'm really vibing with my collages. But tell me in the comments which themes you like better, the ones that have drawings or these collages. For this setup, because it would have so many vibrant colors, I wanted to use some papers on the background that were more neutral to ground the stickers and washi tapes. So I went for this texture more brown paper and this cream paper as well to give more contrast with the brown one, but still blending with the page. For the stickers, I used the sticker book that I got from Journal Say a while ago, but I was waiting for its time to shine, and this is it. I tried to create a scene with the pyramids on the side and this statue on the right. I love the Egyptian history. I used to wake up on my weekends and turn on TV to watch the Lost Treasures of Egypt or the actual history on the National Geographic channel, so I was always fascinated with this. I knew I wanted to make a theme of that sometime in my journal, and I'm really proud of how it turned out in the end. I filled in the gaps with more washi tape and I had so many options for this theme, but I just chose 4 of the set together with this orange grid washi tape that I got elsewhere to keep everything cohesive. Then I just went with these gold alphabet stickers to make the title. I think it looks better than if I had wrote the title in my calligraphy style, and it stands out more because it's shiny. And that's it for the cover page. Let's move on to the calendar, and this is where I realized that I messed up. So basically I sketched where everything would go, including the calendar and the layout for my weeklies, but I only counted with the space on the right, so I made everything keeping in mind that the pages were going to be more narrow. But I completely forgot that that would affect the left side of the page as well, so I had to go back and fixed all the layouts. Luckily, I only had to make things more narrow to fit in the spread, and I could still keep the height of everything the same. The calendar is a basic one, I just made it more tall to fit the space a little better, and I made a bar in each row to write the days. And differently from my usual calendar spreads, this time I didn't do a notes section, but honestly I'm not really mad about it. That section is a really hit or miss for me. Sometimes I use it a lot and sometimes I don't use it at all, so this time I can work with my other spreads well enough to not need a notes section on the calendar spread. And that's the useful thing about bullet journaling. You can adapt everything to your needs. And well, this time it was a decision made only for aesthetic purposes, but you get it. To fill in this little gap between the calendar and washi tape, I put the bronze washi tape that is thinner than the other ones, and the calendar spread is done. So now let's continue on to my task spread. And before we start working on it, Safira decided to come up and see how the spreads are going and if I made any mistakes, because she has to control everything. And now that the boss has approved, a little bit reluctant, we can continue. This spread is just like a brain dump, but it's organized. In here I only decorate a little bit and keep everything empty because I will write later all my tasks for the month. Like my videos and the progress of them, and also the drawings that I have to make for my future online store. The work changes every month, so sometimes I need more space, and instead of writing every task on my weeklies like I did before, I prefer it this way, because I can see at a glance all the work that I have to do in that month and not be surprised from week to week. Let's move on to the first weekly, and since the first week is only 3 days because August starts on a Friday, I decided to combine the first and second week on the same spread. For that, I divided the spread in 12 boxes. 2 of them are going to be for decoration because I have to do something pretty on my spreads, otherwise I won't use them, and the other 10 are for the days. It might be a small space for some of you, but I actually don't have a really big handwriting, and I only write my appointments, birthdays, or events in here, so it has enough space for me now that I write my tasks on a different spread. I continued the line on a part that wasn't supposed to, but I fixed the mistake with a white paint marker and it's like nothing happened. And it's going to be covered anyways with the decoration, so it's completely fine. The space isn't that big, so I went for smaller stickers. The spread looks really empty, so I decided to copy the calendar and add a little row on top of every box, color it in orange, and then I used these number stickers to put the days on each box. I'm obsessed with how the gold shine of these stickers look with the orange, but we have work to do, so let's continue on to the second weekly. This one, instead of rectangles, I went for squares, and this one is going to have 7 squares, one for each day, and I left the space on the top left page to decorate. I could have done the same layout as the other weekly, but when I don't do Dutch doors on my weeklies, I like to change the layout of each one, at least a little bit, to not give me the impression that I'm working on the same thing every week, and it's refreshing to look at a different layout every Monday. So if you do every weekly the same layout and you get bored of looking at it, or you don't have the same productivity, maybe try changing the layouts and see if it works. Also, if you like seeing the same thing every weekly, that's also okay. You do whatever works for you. And now let's do the last weekly. You may notice that I skipped the fourth week. That's because I'm going on vacation, like really vacation, with my parents and my friend, the one that goes with me on every trip. And I'm going to be completely off work that week. I'm really going to have a stress free week, just be excited about my date nights and every girly thing that me and my friend can do while we are there. This weekly is also going to start on a Tuesday because on Monday I'm still on vacation, so of course I will not have my bullet journal with me while I'm there, so there's no point in making space for those days. Don't worry, my schedule doesn't change. I'm working really hard to make everything that I can in advance because if I didn't do it, I would stress about it and I don't want to think of that while I'm relaxing, so everything's going according to plan. After I fill in the gaps between the boxes with more decoration, let's move on to my brain dump. And this is exactly how it sounds. I make this spread quite empty, just like my task spread, but in here I'll write anything that comes to mind, and I don't have to worry about organization. I can write random things in here. It can be a thought, a feeling, a note that I made about my work. It can be something to remember later, literally anything. Sometimes I use it a lot, sometimes I don't use it at all. Kinda like my notes section on my calendar spread, but it's that thing that it's better to have and not use it than need but don't have it. And that's pretty much it for this spread. Usually the setup would end here, but this time, as I mentioned before, I'm going on a vacation for a week, so I need a space to write everything that I need to come with me, so I made a spread for that. This is going to be my packing list. I'm leaving it empty because I can do a simple list, or I can make lists by categories. I'm not sure yet, so I'll leave it empty for now. This is also useful for my parents because I add their things in this list just so that we have everything compiled in one space. It's been that way for years now and it's not going to change anytime soon. I don't know if you noticed, but in my tasks, the brain dump and this spread, I have been changing the side that I put the title on because those spreads are similar because they are pretty empty and the decoration is on the bottom. So to make it more easy to differentiate between them and not make the mistake of writing something on the wrong spread, I decided to change the position of the title. And yes, I'm distracted enough to make that mistake. So now it's time for the final flip through. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give a like and subscribe. I made my goal to reach 2000 subscribers by the end of 2025, so help me out. And comment down below an orange heart emoji to let me know you watched it till the end. I really like how this setup turned out. It's really different from my usual themes and I love it. It's all thanks to these amazing washi tapes from Ieebee. And once again, you can use my link and discount code Juliana20 to get 20% off your order. And if you don't really vibe with this set, they have so many other ones that may suit your fancy. I'll leave every link in the description as usual, and I hope you guys have a lovely day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!